I want to say like Steven Seagal's up there.
Steven Seagal.
I think.
Steven Seagal.
Not like any villain characters.
I like what?
Villain characters.
I don't
I feel
know.
like they'd have the most.
It could be.
But that makes
I
sense for
can't
her.
hear you, Aaron. I don't think.
Yeah, you're muted. You're muted, Bubba.
Hello! Welcome to Game of Santos, where I'm muted, and what else is new?
Santos gonna be
Where's the
next.
cup? Where's the
we're-
cup?
Where the cup is right here.
I fixed my mute problem because I can't mute myself.
Well,
cup of shame.
we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Take away the ability to mute myself. So
That's
Well,
mute
yeah,
me.
you can't mute yourself if you have no ability to mute yourself, so we'll see. That's all good. I love your headphones, though. Very nice.
Mhm.
Very chic.
they're
That slight
No,
little pause.
I did tell them that we got started dreamy. I just forgot that I was muted, therefore they didn't hear that I said that we got started. It's fine. We were having a very in-depth conversation about the actor
Murder,
slash actress with the most kills on their, sheet. And apparently it's Mila Jovovich, which I
Yeah.
believe it. Mia Jovovich.
I don't know. I think
I
it's
think
Mia.
it's Mila. I think it's Mila, but I'm not sure. Because, all the movies she's been in, she kills at least, 700 of them a time.
I thought it was Mia Khalifa. Whoa.
Who?
Okay.
No, I think you're thinking of Wiz. Anyway, good to see everybody. Aaron definitely loves your
Goodness.
headphones. Careless.
Mhm. Thank you. You
Careless.
got
I
that
haven't
slight little pause.
Careless. Just for you, because I never hardly ever see you.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
doubled on my side.
Why is it delayed?
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
two.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Because you're also hearing the music. That's probably why.
Uh.
Yeah. Well, good to
Oh,
see
yeah.
everybody once again. Spicy. Iskra will be joining us here shortly, and Ardrin is currently living his best Stone Age life up in Canada
Oh.
with no power right now. So
what if
hopefully-
when he comes back, he's just like beard, like just all primitive?
I would love to see that. That would be very entertaining to see him with like a full-on beard and maybe like a bear rug, like
Yeah.
got a burr over him. You know what I mean? Just got a whole burr.
What kind of
Yeah.
beard?
I don't know.
No way.
I don't think we don't have anything really in the way of announcements. Oh, come check out tomorrow the season finale for Grouch Couch is going to be played and should prove to be a very wild time, because last time was wild, time before that was wild. So we're already at 2 out of 3. It's gonna be something. But
It's gonna be May.
That's gonna be May. Thank you, B-Town. Yes, it is. It has definitely been an amazing trip to hang out with those guys. They are a wacky crew.
Shavakadu.
They get their shit done. The free Shavakadu. Oh no. Yeah, I think
What was
that's
that
about
for?
it. It was a Vine or a TikTok or something. It's like fresh avocados, but it
Yeah.
came out to be free Shavakadu. Spacing
If
is
there was a
important,
Vine-
guys.
Board, yeah, I had
Spacing
it.
is important. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Game of Santos. So we'll roll that intro and see where the night takes us. Take
Dive
it
on
away.
Yeah, ginger.
Because you will always, forever be falling out of the sky. That is just who
Catch
you
me
are.
now, I'm falling.
Do-do-do-do. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome
Intro.
back. Yeah,
This intro
well,
is not new.
yeah, and I mean, it maybe just Dakota hasn't seen the whole thing in a while because there are new
I mean, we
bits
did
to
kind
it, but
of.
that was
kinda
God. Was
switch
that
up
back
some
in?
people.
Was that in January?
When Arjun joined us.
Was that
Or a
January?
little after
when we
Arjun
did that?
joined us. I think so.
It
Shoot,
feels like
yo.
it's been longer than January.
I know, but
Does
I
feel
think it
like
was.
it.
I think it was at the beginning of the year whenever we did the.
The late.
All
I'll
right.
go back and look at the episodes.
Yeah. Okay. Last time on Game of Santos. Oh. I'm trying to like gather my thoughts here.
Ooh, do it from the perspective of Wind.
Wind? Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, she was there last week.
Yeah, she was there with
She
us.
was with us the whole time,
That
basically.
would be.
Yeah. Okay, if it's wind, then I'm going to do
Come on,
a
break
different
Wind.
song. Oh my god, no.
Really?
Break out wind, maybe.
No, that's Ardren's
Or
goal.
break and Wind.
Also, Arjun's goal.
All right, let's do this one. Last time on Game of Santos, I had the pleasure of spending some time with these hooligans that came from nowhere and have stumbled their way onto the very laps of the body of Isodoros. We got to watch the races, watched them lick some walls for whatever reason. Those poor boys probably don't get to get out much, so it's okay. No harm done. We watched the races and were soon finding ourselves in the company of Dr. Murdoch, where he told us the results of his meeting with the rest of the body. Unfortunately, it did not go as they had planned. A ultimatum was found, one in which involved this little brigade of brigands to cease their operations against the Empire, our apparently former allies. They either have to do nothing and they may stay safely, or if they are to act against the Empire, they can no longer stay within the safe boundaries of the bodies of Isodoros. I don't know why I said that plurally, but I did. Now, as they gather together, trying to ascertain their next move, I've come up with an intriguing proposition. And here I lay it out before them now. As you all sit and Iskra stands at the table here in the Salty Prince. Wind had been listening to your conversation, speaking of the things that you had found and the other parts of Amrutlar, the secret parts, particularly the hammer, a secret laboratory of one High Lich Luthra, the Lich of Evocation that acts as the governor here in the city. When you guys have been talking about the explosive things that you had found in that laboratory, she leans forward and is like, I have an idea. You mentioned somewhere along the way that there were explosives to be found in this place, this hammer.
And not just any little thieves' bombs, magic crystals that can carry a potent charge.
Do you know how these things operate?
Not exactly. Kindred was doing some research on them, though.
Curious. What I was going to say, if there was a way for you to figure this out, you do have one with wings. And she looks over at Renan, and then she looks over at Galil. And a rather large feline who can fly as well.
I visibly freeze as soon as she brings me into this subject.
Perhaps it can be arranged for a way for you to give them a taste of your own medicine, their own medicine. I don't know if that would appease your bloodlust, but it might do them some shifting.
My wheels in my head turn, and I think back to when, during the second night of the races, when all of the creatures flew out of like tubes in the fortress itself. Those tunnels, tubes in the top of the fortress, do they lead into the heart of it?
I would assume it has to go somewhere. We have never exactly found ourselves in the company of the Empire long enough to explore in those areas. We aren't exactly welcome on their grounds. We'll just keep our spaces.
Out of curiosity, do you happen to know how much of the tunnel systems go directly underneath the fortress?
You would know more than I. You have recently been down there.
That is a shame.
It has been our belief that they have at least one entrance. I'm sure they have to have more, but we have only found the one, and it has been heavily guarded.
Well, if we're gonna drop something down a chute on their heads, then we need to make sure that we can get into the air safely. And fume is the problem standing in the way of that. I look at Sonder.
Fume. Why does this name sound familiar?
It is rather difficult to take out artillery when it happens to have a heartbeat.
Fire Genasi, Cult of the Dragon.
Her hair burns.
Ah, yes. The redhead.
Staying at the
you
Tower
think
of
she's
Shields.
hot, Sonder.
She's staying at the Tower of Shields. Interesting. I do not know this woman, but perhaps she is worth looking into.
Interesting.
Sander, I love you. Nope.
Whether we go or stay, I know we have to confront her eventually. At least, if we want to leave alive.
Does she?
Prophecy.
She has a vendetta against you?
Against him, specifically, yes.
Oh.
Able to track
Everybody
it
in the party.
Prophecy stands.
That way.
Prophecy stands that we
Good job, guys.
must rid her from this world in order to continue, or we face annihilation.
Oh, that sounds rather dire. How unfortunate.
I'd be hesitant to put Renan or Oreo in the air until we were sure that we were clear of her.
I see. Damn you, fishy.
I must say, being in this city has been rather taxing. I haven't been able to take flight.
Well, she gestures generally to like the roof where you can hear the faint sounds of rain still falling distantly against windows and such. It might prove difficult if you're going to try to go flying with the weather so dark and brooding. However,
Oh,
perhaps you
Monsieur,
could...
this weather is nothing compared to some of how I fly.
Oh? So what you're saying is you're not afraid to get your wings wet?
Of course not.
If I were any other girl, I'd have to try and persuade you to take me up for a flight sometime. I like to keep my feet on the ground as much as possible, however. Perhaps in another life, you can take me through the air.
Perhaps I will live to see that other life. And that will be a treat.
She like pauses and thinks, huh? Like, what? Excuse, wait, what? Didn't see that one through. Okay. So, see, I cannot do the flirt thing for too long, and then I'm just like, oh no, brain spasms. Okay. So, what are she kind of just seems to be thinking about what to do. And I guess with that, we will switch scenes over to Kindred. Let me switch some of this up a little bit. Kindred, you find yourself in the underground under the Salty Prince.
Oh, yes, I do.
Phrasing, goddamn it. Here in this vast cavern beneath the city of Amrutlar, you had pursued Dr. Murdoch in hopes of asking him a question privately, away from prying eyes. In the process of doing so, you had walked through the shadows, hearing the distant sounds of the myriad of small waterfalls and water gullies that have been created with the runoff from the rains above, kind of echoing throughout the cavern space. As you were doing so, you heard his voice echoing and moving around you as if you couldn't see him, but you felt his presence, and then you found him standing before you. And as he did so, his eyes seemed to glow as he pulled his little spectacles that covered his face. The whole face was covered by these spectacles. And he looked over at you with these like red eyes.
They just kind of like appear out of nowhere.
So, why exactly are you trying to determine the location of this one particular lich?
Looking kind of taken aback and just trying to recollect myself. Let's just say there's a history of bad blood I want to purify, or at least try to get the chance to do so.
So
All
let
in
me
good time. I won't break the rules of the body of Isidoros for the time being.
Of course. So what you are trying to say to me now is you've got some bad blood with this lich. Am I, close?
I just kind of look at him without saying yes or nodding, just smirk. You can say that.
I'm afraid that your particular individual that you are seeking is probably one of the most absconded individuals of the major circle of liches. He tends to reside in the city of Thay, atop the mountain itself. There with his royal darkness as Tam. He scoots in a little. He scoots in a little closer, and as he scoots in, he kind of starts to almost like hover in a circle around you. Despite your young and eager demeanor, I get the sense that your blood is older than most. Of a sorts. You've got an old spirit to you. You
I
are
kind of stand there stoically as best I can for the moment.
You are a bundle of mysteries, kindred. I sense a freshness to you. Yet, at the same time, I cannot help but feel a kindred spirit when it comes to seeing your fair share of years. A quandary. And I do like myself a good quandary.
Is he like in physical form, or is he still like mist?
No,
Or is it
he's
kinda
in
like
physical form. He's just kind of like seems to move without his feet actually touching the ground. He just kind of circling around you.
like those Russian ladies?
Sure. Well, yeah.
Can I do either history or arcana to see if I know the nature of his being?
Sure. Whichever you desire.
I'll go Arcanine.
I choose you.
Arcanine.
Oh, wow. I'm a little bit more scared in the presence of what I think I might be than I thought, because I rolled a 1.
You're kind of... All the signs are there. But if for all of the stories you have heard of the undead, in particular, those who tend to be of this brand of undead, the vampiric sort, everything seems to align, but he doesn't have pointy teeth, so it can't possibly be it.
Good thing I ate that garlic shot.
What's your bonus to Arcana?
9.
Okay. That's still a 10.
Yeah,
But in that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, like I said, you're pretty sure everything lines up.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Creamy has given you inspiration, Kindred,
True.
by the way.
Yeah.
What? Can I use it now?
I mean,
No,
I
I
already
rolled
gave
a
you, I
one.
already
We'll
gave
keep it,
you,
yeah.
I already
We'll
gave you
keep it.
your answer.
Yeah.
But you have an inspiration for later, just in case it comes up to, dexterity saving throws or dodging, teeth or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ah.
could be whatever.
Okay.
Dodging teeth?
Yeah.
Ooh. Get into that.
So then, how far away am I back from the secret tunnel entrance?
Tunnel.
70 feet, probably.
Okay.
He takes a step. He's finished hovering all the way around you and hovers back a little bit, right in front, probably about like 5 to 6 feet like pace. So within reach, but not in a threatening in your personal space kind of bubble sort of way.
Right.
He like pushes his little spectacles back up to his cover over his eyes, and he the way he takes a stand, he kind of like brings his hand up to his chin and like wraps the other one under and just seems to be looking at you.
Like studying me like I'm studying him.
Yeah. If for whatever reason I come across some more information as to the location of this Lord Aranis, I will make sure to try and get you that as expediently as possible.
I bow, but never taking my eyes off of him. It'd be most appreciated. And much like I hope you don't tell anyone about this, I won't say anything about. I just nod my head.
he just kind of he like leans forward a little bit, like waiting for you to say what it is you're going to say. And then when you don't say it, you just like, I don't know what you are referring to. Thank you for checking in on my well-being. He goes and like does a little tug on the brim of his hat. Until
and the magic, don't use fire or force on it. Or lightning.
He looks at you curious and then just like, all right. I will take that into consideration.
Does he like vanish through the wall again?
Nope. He just turns around and continues to walk away into the shadows and darkness of this tunnel, leaving you standing there in the dim light with a chill down your spine.
I just kind of look, and even Mal's comes out and looks at me, and we both have that moment of like, oh, fuck.
As you do.
And then I will go back. And before I open the door to go back to everyone, I'm just like, okay, he didn't bite you. We're good. Put on a happy face. Deep breath.
You and Mal somehow both synchronize smile, and it just looks horrifying as you turn around and walk away. The horrified, like, smile. Yeah. All right. So, you go back the way you came, and before long find yourself at the at the secret entrance of the Salty Prince. Whoa, no. We've turned into
Picasso.
oh no, Soul, Sandra, you've been split in the middle. Don't move. We'll find
Is
help.
the princess back?
Yeah.
Thunder's been split in twain.
Entwined. Yeah, it's okay. Hold on.
Renon's coming back. He had to reset his computer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out over here at the far left.
There you go. I fixed you. You're just now. Now you're just Renan.
Shapakadu.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna take these names off real quick, so it's not super confusing.
Don't take my name.
You're no one now. Don't worry, I took my name off too. Nobody will know who we are. It's a
No,
mystery.
you didn't.
Ooh.
What's my name, Bastion? Say my name.
Say my name.
Oh no. Don't bring that trauma up in here. What's wrong with you? All right. So, let's see here.
I just kind of see, open the door and see all y'all standing there, gathered, talking to Wind. I'm just like, oh. So what's the plan?
As it closes behind him.
It kind of like hits me, like pushes me forward like a half step, like, oh.
Did you have a good chat?
Perfect.
We were just discussing what we are going to do. It's raining now. Perhaps we should all stay indoors and play games.
I have Twister.
I
I
like
was-
games.
We can. I have this lovely little game with dice that we can play. Oh, hold on. Here's Renan. Boop,
That's just the
boop,
time.
boop.
That sounds good.
It comes with a rule book, and you choose characters. Go on fantasy adventures.
Yep, literally what I was thinking.
It's like opposite. We're like in the corporate business world instead of fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was trying to think. I've seen that meme, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. And it was like suburbs and something.
Right.
Suburbs and
Humans
soccer
and day
moms. on-
jobs.
Suburbs and subways.
Suburbs and subpoenas.
Oh my god. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I actually go up and just grab the nearest drink I can find and just
That's
calms the nerves.
That's mine.
Well, now
Yours
it's
is
mine.
right there. You
I
took
down
mine.
yours and then take mine.
Okay.
I'm sure Floria can bring another. Whatever we do, it doesn't have to be tonight, but I think we are pretty well decided we're going to have to confront Fume.
Wind. How fortified is the place that Fume is staying in? This shield tower. Sounds
don't-
fortified, so
It was once one of the earlier fortresses of the Empire before they constructed the obsidian construct that they have now. We have never really tried to go inside with a negative, well, never negative, with constructive for constructive purposes. It has a little too close to the Empire's domain for comfort. And even though we have certain allowances, we haven't, up till this point, pushed our luck.
are there any safe houses nearby? Or underground places that are connected to it? No?
The only safe house in the northern quadrant of the city is the Sandworm's Brew, of which you are already familiar with. Unfortunately, you would have to approach by foot. Or perhaps if you are nimble enough, from the rooftops. But
I
be
think there are a few of us that could manage that.
But you would have to be mindful for the archers that tend to post up in various roofs along the forget it. Northern side.
I think we could take care of that.
I thought we were going to just stay here for the night. It's within the crystal and safe
For the
from
night,
the
yes.
residents.
Yes.
But the
All in
next
the name
morning-
of planning, Kindred.
Okay.
So I don't think
Unfortunately-
we've had dinner yet.
You do realize any actions against the Empire,
Kicks us out.
I will
Now,
no
this
longer-
is the cult of the dragon.
No,
but
he
the
specified.
archers are not.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So in practicality, what we have to do is we have to make certain that Fume falls, but without injuring any member of the Empire.
If we just injure them a little, like knock them out, not kill them.
That would still, well,
That would still be acting against them as per Doc's request. Any action taken
Well,
against them
then
is
We will need to
Then-
lure Fume out.
Maybe we could make a play for her ego, Saunders. Find a way for you to challenge her one-on-one.
Right.
If
Nice.
those abandoned fairgrounds that we passed through might be a good place.
Not too many people around, and
Uh,
no risk of
I-
others getting hurt.
I don't like the idea of Sonda fighting her by himself.
Oh, no. Of course not.
But
But
if you tell her one-on-one, then
We could
What
try
do
to
you mean?
slip a
to
letter
lie.
under her door at the Tower of Shields and
Sonder.
invite her to meet us or meet me there to
I
fight.
throw my drink in your face.
I will
Sonder.
catch it or smack.
I'm sure you'll
the
like
thing out of your
shape it or
plate.
something. I'm like, really?
Why?
You're gonna have me sneak a letter, and the Wayne one I can just sneak her a letter in her head.
She's able to contact you mentally, so what if you tried channeling it backwards?
Connects us in a way that
But
she's able to track where I am.
Exactly.
Wait,
you do it when
you know
we
for
find
sure?
a place. And if not, we can just have Kindred you sending for safer purposes.
Galil, what about the training ground?
And below.
I mean, if it's the best way, we all can go there, hide, and just take out whoever else comes.
That's not exactly neutral territory. I kind of glance
We-
over at Wind.
You would be bringing them into our home. I don't think the body would be too keen on that.
what
Well-
if we just give it a few days? Maybe the body will come around and see our side of things, and then we might have the full force of the body to, the old one too. As you
What
normally
if we
do,
don't have
Sonder.
a few days?
Why don't we have a few days if we just lay low?
Yeah, but she's able to find us because she can track Sonder.
How?
How
I've
else?
been, I've been
do you
meaning to ask you about this Mind Palace place. Like, how did you get there?
Meditation,
Well, then don't meditate.
thinking about her.
Stop thinking about her.
She
Perf.
reached out. Tiamat reached out.
Yeah, that is
Well,
scary.
And
just
the
let
thing-
it go to voicemail.
What's this voicemail?
Just leave it on red. Just leave it on red. Don't read the message. Just don't touch it. Don't close the app. It's fine.
You have 27 new messages from
Answering machine take it.
God.
You have 999 plus.
What does the caller ID say?
666. No.
Yeah.
6.
Can you star 69?
Fume like one word, like I know you are reading this.
Perfect.
It'd be like 66699. Or how many heads are 5, right?
5.
So
Yeah.
66666. Because they're like the heads of dragons. Or
Yeah.
no, 99999.
That one
Her
too.
username. Her username is just
you-
Dragon Queen Yas.
Yeah, there you go.
The last time that you had kind of found yourself in the same space as Fume was when you were asleep. You hadn't even been trying to meditate that time. And the time before that, whenever you had felt that presence at the edges of your space, as it were, had also been whenever you were asleep.
I fear that fate itself is bringing us together. And the
Well-
more I defy it and stay away from her, the more dangerous things get. The quicker it is that our prophecy may come true.
If for some reason we find ourselves unable to avoid conflict, perhaps this conflict can be used to our advantage. I hate to speak presumptuously of our and your, but I have a feeling that whatever happens to you, I'm going to get dragged in with myself. Plus, you all are so charming and endearing to me. If a fight is unavoidable, perhaps it can be used to distract. That is one of the key paramounts of what we do. Everything is a distraction. Everything an allusion to something else. She goes, and as she like talks, she like walks up to each of you. She walks up to Kindred and Galil and Soul. I would like you to make perception checks for me.
I'm like pockets, and Mouse is watching me too. No.
I shudder my wings over my belongings.
I'm okay.
I know this trick. Mm-mm.
I have an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Hell yeah.
26.
You got one
26.
of those GMO 20s, so
It's got extra MSG.
Yum,
She goes,
umami.
what did you roll, Kindred?
Okay, 17, 24.
She walks past you, and you feel her hand go across your shoulder and back the other side. And she walks over to Soul and kind of does the same thing, goes up in front of him and rubs her back and shoulders up against your chest, and just kind of like smoothly walks past you while keeping her hands like on her shoulders. Not like her hands are always visible. Like she's not doing anything like that. She just
tail.
moves past you. She goes over to
But
Galil.
she didn't rub her hands over like him or anything, right?
No. She's just rubbing her body like up against your chest, and then goes over to Galil and wraps like an arm around your shoulders, like behind you, and kind of almost like swings from one side to the other in front of you. Not like full on like pulling her weight on you, but just enough to where the momentum kind of carries her from one side to the other. And then she brings her hand up. She has Malzahar in her hand.
No, she don't. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. She rolled a 29.
What?
This bitch.
That's amazing.
I'm using inspirational.
To which she puts Malzahar on the table, and Malzahar like slithers over to you with eyes wide, like, I don't know what just happened.
I
I went into a pocket
Are
dimension.
you my mom?
Yeah.
So I was like, how did you get my pants?
So you never wear pants.
Oh, that's right.
Also true.
So even Mal's like takes a moment and like gives her the slightest nod and does that tongue thing before he slithers off her,
No.
and then comes across the table back to me.
But you do see that because she rolled really low on Soul and Galil, although her hands were busy, you did feel her tail move along like your body. Like it was very obviously her hands were up here, but her tail was doing something else.
Ooh.
So, worked a bit.
So she does that. And she comes to the other side, places Malzahar on the table.
Did you just take out
Yeah.
my snake?
If for whatever reason you do wind up in a confrontation, perhaps that will be an avenue in which we can find ourselves sneaking into this place that you have found. Being able to find whatever it is that they are hiding there and use it to whatever advantage you might like. Either way, any of these actions will probably wind up with your dismissal from Amrutlar. So you must make sure that whatever it is that you do it quickly, succinctly, and with good timing.
Although I'm not against Kindred's idea either. If maybe we could do a bit more work, try to get the body to see things our way.
I do remember Doc saying that it might be possible for perhaps two of us to help persuade the body.
If
I
there
would
are
like
two,
to volunteer for that if it's a possibility.
welcome everybody.
Howdy.
Let me put my snake back.
God damn it. There, poop, there it goes.
Wow.
She considers it for a little bit, looks to each of you. I know that Dr. Murdoch has said this, and I definitely want you to have your opportunity to try and petition for more support. However, it has been my experience over these years that once the body has made up their mind, it is rare that they change it. But these are uncertain times. Who knows? You might get lucky.
Like we did with you.
You haven't even
It's
begun
understandable.
to get lucky with me, darling.
I like
We
the
are-
odds.
I like those odds.
We are a foreign body in the body. It's understandable that we are being rejected.
Indeed. But with a little
Did you just make a science joke?
But with a little
Yeah.
work, you never know what could happen. Well, I am going to find a place to perch for the night.
Why not stay
It's
with
not
us?
getting late. I would not want to bother you with my...
You wouldn't be bothering any of us. And besides, we were told to have a good time. You definitely know how to do that.
Some of us are better at perching than others.
And we appreciate your company, your support.
One of you make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I do it?
If you would.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
You've got inspiration, so
Oh, you sneaky bitch.
She took my snake.
Such a sneaky snake.
Sneaky snake.
Persuasion. That is a 19.
Switch.
She considers it. Looks at the door. Looks at you guys. What would you want to do then?
I just smirk and look at Ardrin.
Oh shit, Arjun's here
Arjun's
too.
over there.
Yes,
Arjun's over
Arjun's
there,
here
like-
too.
I'm sure he says something southern. No.
We could
Insert
play a game or
rural,
two.
insert southern central
right,
accent here.
something incredibly charming. Southern
Yes.
accent.
We can think of something. We have drinks, we have food, we have shelter. There's rain.
We can play
Sounds
that
like a
game you
recipe
were
for a
talking
perfect
about.
night.
I would have to go
This
back and
one?
get it. There's lots of character sheets and dice involved. I
Sounds
don't have
boring.
my
Never
have
mind.
my little board at
Or DM
Epscon.
screen.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Oh
could
my-
teach us how to do that little trick that you just did.
That would involve telling some very key secrets. There are some things I would prefer to keep to myself.
Well,
But-
you missed your chance to dance with me earlier. I've danced with everyone else here.
If there is music, perhaps we shall dance.
I look
I
at
can do
Sandra.
that. And I would like to
Okay.
play the Starcrossed theme.
This is going to be very meta.
Very metal, yes.
Yes.
Practice time is over.
Oh.
Good job.
What was that?
What?
Whose Alexa was that?
I can say
it's my guitar practice routine. I was
Oh,
supposed to do an hour of it, but I need to take it off for Tuesday.
nice. All right,
Yeah.
so, Sonder breaks
Yeah.
out his instruments and
Let me take
starts.
this.
Do we head back to the room first?
oh, that's it. Yeah, can we go back to our private room?
Sure. Whose
Yeah, sure.
private room are you wanting to go to? Because you have.
Oh, we have like
three
the
here.
top
My
three.
place, the one at
Yeah.
the top.
I'm going back to mine.
Okay. You go back to yours for the evening. It's not like super late. It's basically the equivalent of like probably an hour or two after sunset at this point. So it's not
Yeah, because
super.
the race just ended at this
Yeah.
point, right? A little bit ago.
So it's more like.
So
10:30 ish, give or
Soul's
take
gonna
some.
order some food.
Okay.
Hungry DoorDash.
Oh my god.
They
Okay.
cancel your order.
Well, because I think all we just had snacks and drinks. I think during the race.
Oops.
I
Mhm.
think that's true. Yeah,
Still
we just
not
had like
indeed.
hors d'oeuvres.
is going to order a bottle of vodka.
Nice.
I would like fun
Yeah.
ones.
There you go. Granted, Kotsky changes Dasher like 4 times. Yeah, basically.
Corn and nuts.
Alrighty.
I order a sail plane to my room.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God.
Galil's never heard from again. All right. So,
A baby
Gal-
one, of course.
It's
Galil
a
goes.
English cat, right?
Galil goes to his room. So you said you're going to your room, or you're going to hang out with everybody else?
I'm going to stay there until the food's ready, and then I'll take it with me.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So yeah. Okay. So for the time being, you guys sit and eat for finish eating. Because you guys had already been eating for a little bit. That's why you guys went there with Doc Murdoch. So you've been eating there for a
dessert.
minute. And then once that is done, you go up and retire or go to hang out at Iskra's room for the rest of the evening. Sonder starts to play some music. Dancing is had as Wind starts to dance with everyone. And everyone kind of keeps the hands on their purses and pockets just in case. But no further little magical disappearances are made. Soul, what would you like to say?
Soul's actually not gonna go up to Iska's room. He's gonna go see if he can talk with Galil.
All right. Alrighty.
Mushroom.
All right. So, Galil, once you are in your room, what are you doing?
Napping.
Okay. You
No,
just
I'm
as
just
you're.
laying down. I'm
Yeah.
just laying down, drinking. That's it.
All right. As you lay down and drink, and Soul comes over to the door.
Yeah.
Galil? Can
Oh.
I come in?
Yeah. Door's unlocked.
Okay. I go in. Hey.
Yeah.
Galil, I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
About?
So Soul's gonna go over because you're laying on your bed.
Yeah.
Soul's gonna go over and just kind of like plop down on the ground next to the bed.
Mm.
So I was wondering what you think I should do, because what if there was a way that we could locate exactly where some of these people that we are looking for are? Because what if one of us could do that, but maybe what if one of us is too scared to do that? Because what if doing that would also mean that they could see us? And so, you know.
You're wanting to try and find out where they are while we're not ready at the moment.
I mean, I don't want to, but what if one of us could? do that. In other words, like, to happen to know exactly where the fume is, or one of the liches, maybe?
I think it'd be safer if we find Fume, to be honest. Like, it's the liches?
Uh, yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. Uh, if one of us has that ability, would we
Which ability
want
are
to
you
do
talking
that?
about?
Maybe it is something called, like, find person?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you need to prepare it for?
I mean, I'm just wondering, I don't know. I'm not good at this. Uh, let's see. So, okay, I'll just say, uh, I already have, or maybe this is something that we could find, but all I need is a little bit of fur from a bloodhound.
Ooh. From a bloodhound.
Out of character, I don't even know what that is. That's even rare or anything, but
Big
It's a
grey
dog.
Or like
I
a
figured. I just wasn't sure if it's like
No,
a
it's a dog.
other planet creature or something,
Dog.
like a
I mean,
hellhound or something.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's D&D, so he's got to ask.
Yeah. No, I know.
foxes don't exist apparently, so
They do now.
yeah.
I mean, there might be some in the stables.
Okay, I will be truthful. But I am able to locate a creature. All I need to know is their name and someone I have met before, and have a little bit of that bloodhound fur. But Galil, it is scary because I remember where we were when we couldn't even do a divination. What if it is like that here, where if I find them, they find me, you know?
Well, they had a mythal helping them with that, so the only one here is doing mind stuff already. And I think, according to Kindred, it takes a lot of power just to change that. I mean, it is best to know where they are, though.
And I am sorry because I have known that I could do this for a long time, but I am too scared for what could happen. I said the spell name was find person. It's actually locate creature. It's what it is.
Yeah. So, if you do it and you find the location of them, and if they're near, I wouldn't mind going out and finding them just to mark them myself.
I don't think that we should do anything without talking with everyone else.
Of course, because this does sound like a group decision, to be honest.
Why did I have to be the one to have this?
You're doing great, Soul. it's definitely going to help us in the long run.
Well, okay. Well, why don't I let you be the one to tell everyone else? That is okay.
Okay. If I recall, Carp does want to talk with all of us later in our dreams. So
Oh, it's like that cool room with
I
fake
think so.
floor and fake wall and stuff. Okay.
But I think I'll tell them before that, just in case.
Is that something that you would want Win to know? I will be honest with you. I don't think I trust her fully.
I'm half and half on her still. It's just to be safe though. So can you spice remember everyone for a small conversation with me? Just when they have time.
Okay. We want to do that now.
Yeah. Why not while everyone's taking a break?
Okay. So he will turn the spice murmur to broadcast, I think is what it's called.
Soul, did you mean to turn your spice murmur on? I hear double rain. Where are you?
Like a
Did I
butt
make a
dial, you
con
just
save
hear
for
like
the
muffled
vodka, by the way?
conversations in the background.
It's like, so can they hear me now?
Oh, you're with Galil. Where are y'all at? It's double rain. Are y'all wet?
Yeah, they can hear you, Khalil. Kindred
Uh-oh.
is asking questions.
Of course.
I just
When
look at
you
the
guys
others.
can you make it down to my room? Just when you can.
Everyone.
Yeah.
But
Of
I
course,
think he
everyone.
means not wind, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
just everyone who can hear this message. I guess. Do they hear me?
Did you all hear him?
The number you have dialed has been.
God damn it.
Yeah, we'll try to make our way that way.
Arjun
Is
and I will
everything
keep her
okay?
distracted.
I'll broadcast mine to Iskar and you, Ardrin, so you can listen in, okay?
Ardrin, who is in the process of dancing with wind at the moment, kind of like looks over at you, Sonder, and does like a little nod.
So, Gilio, I think everyone will come except for Iskra and Ardrin.
Okay. As long as they know what's gonna happen then.
Okay.
Alrighty. Are you guys going soon, or gonna wait till like things calm down, or like settle down?
Probably letting things settle down and then kind
I'll
of
hand the
saying we're turning in.
music
I'll-
over to. Oh,
Perfect. I
Yeah.
clap Sonder on the back. Thanks for the tunes, bud. I'll take it from here and pull out my hammered dulcimer.
keep at it, you cool cats.
Of
I'll sit on the
course.
bed with the hammered dulcimer on my lap and keep
Alright.
up playing something lively.
And I'll
Right.
forget to turn off the broadcast, and I'll be like, so anyways, that bitch said.
You know that bitch
It's
named
a-
Beltrace?
Spill the tea, Soul.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, I know that name. And Bill Trees.
You know what
Oh
that bitch
my-
did? She did
Uh,
my status.
This evening was a true pleasure, but I think I'm going to turn in for the night.
I look at him like, the fuck?
It is always a pleasure to be in the company of someone as resplendent as yourself. She like leaves Ardrin's dance for a second and comes over to you and gives you 2 quick kisses on the cheek. Be careful on your way back to the den. it's going to be. She looks outside at the rain that is currently falling around you guys outside the open doors or open windows, I should say. And it's like
Slightly bowing my head. Ultirnia si.
that sounds beautiful, although I don't speak Elvish.
Elvish, of course.
She
Is
goes,
it,
go ahead.
no, it's okay.
What were you say?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Nobody in the room understood what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right,
Except for maybe Iskra.
perfect. She goes back to Ardrin as the song continues and starts like continuing with this like little waltz like dance that they have been doing.
Grab my bottle of vodka and I walk out the door.
I grab you by the arm really quick because I heard you say you're going to the. Heard Fume say you're going to the. Not Fume. Oh God, no. My bad.
Fume appears
heard
in the
Fume
room.
say
No
what?
initiative.
I push her
You
outside
know.
Yeah.
in the wet rain. Be like, take that. No.
As you go to like grab at my arm, I just kind of bring my arm up for you to hook into it.
I like this new Renan.
Oh my god.
And I'll turn back and just be like, we're gonna take our leave. And just like smile and let them think what they want to think.
I'm gonna wink at them.
All right.
And we actually arrive at the room after everybody else.
My dress is backwards.
Oh no.
Oh no.
On the way down though, I guess. What was that?
Someone's
Poltergeist.
FaceTiming me. Like a group message FaceTime.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know any of these numbers.
Soul, did you leave your spice member on again?
That's the spy member. That's funny.
They're trying to spice, remember you.
So yeah, on the way down to Galil's room, I just kind of tell you, if you can, I'd avoid the tunnels tonight. It's a cacophony of noise, and the water is, it's. I know you can fly and you have magic and all that, but if you don't have to, I would avoid it. Right as we get to the door.
Getting to the door. Galil, do you have your windows open or closed?
Like in real life or in here?
No, in your room in the game. I don't
Enjoys
care what
a
you're doing in
light
real life.
breeze.
Although I wouldn't suggest
Just
it.
making sure. So.
Do you have
Fantasy
your windows
land.
open?
I love to protect the windows.
Green screen in Aaron's room is far more impressive than we thought because he's right outside Gula's window.
It's all a sham.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh
right.
God, we're gonna be here a
Kazam.
while. You ask me that.
All right. So, Kindred, Renan, and Sonder all arrive in Galil's room.
What do
So-
you want, bitch?
How did Sol and Sonder make it?
We're
out?
here for a
No, I'm sure.
party.
Well, Soul's been here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So just Sonder had to figure a way out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
sure he had his reasons. He had to go to the bathroom.
Soul's going to get up and walk around to the other side of the bed, just so that there's some awkward, shy distance between everyone.
Okay.
Zone of truth.
We go sit right next to you.
Oh,
Is there like a chaise lounge?
Can I do a insight check on Soul? Because he looks
Sure.
so nervous.
He is
I
acting
was
very
actually going
suspicious.
to ask the same thing.
you're gonna roll
He is
insight,
suspicious.
and
He is suspicious.
what do I roll? Do I roll mind your business?
Yeah, roll for mind your business. I
It
think,
would be deception, but
yeah, it depends. You can roll a charisma check and with whichever one you want. Either
I get a minus modifier.
I get a
Well, if you're-
+8, so I get a modded 20.
Okay.
Not bad, actually. I got a 14.
14.
21.
It was the open
21.
window.
Renan,
Yes,
what'd you get?
Aaron, the
I
windows
got a
are open, by
modded
the way.
20.
Open. Modded 20. Oh yeah, so they all rolled higher than the 14.
Like, as a modded 20, he literally could not have rolled higher than me or even matched.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Soul's very good at hiding his facial expressions anyway.
You're working.
Yeah.
You're trying. You're doing better.
You're getting there. You're getting
Or did he touch you?
there. All right. So
Oh,
No,
So-
are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I am okay.
Well, we're here. What y'all want to talk
Put it
about?
on his back, or put a hand on his shoulder.
So, someone here has a very particular power that might come in handy, actually.
Who told you that?
hope no. Yeah,
You're
I was
lying.
about to say, I hope nobody's making an insight roll on Renan. He's like, huh?
To locate people.
Broadcast check, Iskra, Ardrin, here.
yeah,
I
we're
know.
here.
Aye. Iskra's here. She says hello. To Soul. If you
Okay,
like.
But he's scared that. But
I'm
again,
focusing on
he's
music, but
scared.
sure.
The tap,
He's
tap,
scared
tap.
that they might be able to reach out and see him as well.
So a double-edged sword of magic.
I mean, it'd be best to know who to look for first, and if we're ready, just in case, if they're able to see back.
Is it
So-
a way that we can look at? No, that wouldn't be. I guess Fume would be the best, safest choice for now.
Yeah,
What are
that's
the
what I
other
thought.
options?
So wait,
Uh,
what we're saying here, let me clarify, is that somebody may or may not, I try not to look at Soul, as I'm saying, looking at Gilil, may or may not be able to possibly find this person, but they just don't know if by doing so they would put a target on themselves at the same time.
Yeah.
So then why don't we don't put this person in danger, because this person could be a very great ally to us, and go the old-fashioned route where I know I'm blocked. If or so they wanted or didn't want to. As I don't look at Soul, but my eyes do.
What does blocked mean?
Well, if this person didn't have protections on them to prevent someone from looking back while they looked at them, I know I could do that, where they can't look back.
They call him again.
Just put the rant. We're D&D.
I was in the Mind Palace with Fume.
So we know you can't block it.
After being in there for some time and fighting her,
Wait, you
I
fought her?
was, yes. We went full force against each other. Even though in real life I was about halfway on the energy stocks.
In
But
this mind
I was-
palace.
Right. I was able to shift things. Like, she began to doubt herself. And rather than the illusion of this mind palace focusing on me, it was a rainforest with other fire genasi. So, perhaps if I open it up again, I can do the same. I've already defeated her in
But
a
we
way
didn't.
in the Mind Palace. So maybe this doubt inside of herself maybe a crack to allow me to see where she is at. Turn the tables.
But if y'all fought, that tells me that she's aware of your presence when you make this mind palace. And it doesn't sound like you can fully control it. It sounds like you were just in her realm, a demi-plane, if you will, possibly.
I was able to see into her memories. Perhaps that's something.
And that could be
Worth.
one of the realms of how her plane is set up. I don't know what this bitch is capable of. I mean, she's got a dragon that's willing to go full force with her.
I don't think she has
So-
a dragon.
So
I
I
meant
have a
by
question
who's
for you.
backing her up spiritually, or whatever the fuck she's doing down in
Aside
Avernus.
from, I mean, I have a dragon backing me up as well, so
Yes, but I just feel like your dragon is a responsible parent and lets you do things and learn and grow, while her dragon is babying her and is more likely to give her the upper edge and an unfair advantage, if you will. She's not going to play fair because she's spoiled.
I suppose.
You were taught manners. She wasn't.
So,
So
who would they? Who would we choose to look at for?
actually, now that we're here, I have a I was going to try to do this, and I unsheath one of my daggers. Well, I don't unsheath it. I like take it, and it's still in its sheath, and I unsheath it. And
He's an imposter. Get him!
still win strike on all. No,
Oh no.
This was that you
Kindred
messed up.
disgust.
He
She
took
only-
the fans off
Definitely.
earlier.
I
and
saw Kindred venting earlier.
it's
You have-
actually got a. Hopefully by now it's like I'm guessing a crusted, dried on blood. I purposely didn't unsheath it because I wanted to wait till it dried. But
Hume's blood.
next best thing, Lagant, as I slit that bastard's throat.
Yeah.
It was a river of blood. It was glorious.
They would be together
Yeah.
in the Tower of Shields.
If he's still alive.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, in Faye, Galil.
Something tells me he still is.
Wait, are you wanting to do that right now?
No. We don't have to, unless this person did or didn't want to look possibly themselves. I'm just saying, I have this, and I know for sure I can't be looked back upon.
Yours is definitely the safest bet.
As I
Mine provides insight to her, and who is the other one?
Cannot use my
Alright.
divination anymore.
It is me. I cannot lie.
That is very
That's
cool.
when
Gasp.
The elders
Gasp in
in your
Spanish.
village, did they teach you this?
This is part of our training when with druids. We can commune with nature and in turn listen to it to find someone. Usually it could even go as far as 1,000 feet away.
But I am not certain that that would have been of any use anyway. They could be clear across the city at this time.
Well, I didn't want to say anything because I was worried that if I had tried doing this against maybe one of the liches, they would also know. But maybe if we do this for Hume, but maybe as a trap where we actually want her to find us, so maybe I do it then when the trap is set up.
Perhaps we can try it on the most powerful wizard that we know so far, Kindred. See if he can track you, see back. You know?
What all do you need to practice this spell?
All I need really is a bit of fur from a bloodhound and their name.
The Bloodhound's name?
No, just the person I'm trying to find name.
Oh, I don't know how this magic works.
Love it.
I love you, Sandra. I love you so much.
I find it difficult when it comes to your brand of magic. It has so many components to it.
I like this idea, so I'll make you. I'll propose a challenge.
A challenge?
If not right now, because I'd be expecting it.
Mhm.
But whenever you want to try to find me, and I'll tell you if I pick up on it or not.
Okay.
And then if you do it and I don't pick up on it, I will take you to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh.
My treat.
That's
Oh.
cool.
Khalil's like, can I learn this ability too?
I know. Adam's about to learn this.
When you say all I can eat,
All you can eat.
In one city.
at one time,
I mean, no rush. Take your time.
Believe in you.
okay.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
could try it in like 10 minutes or so and see if you...
If that's what you want to do.
So,
Shake, and I'll stand up and walk over and I'll be shake on it. A gentleman's agreement. Ow,
Shake
ow,
hand.
okay. Oh, yeah. Quite a grip.
so aside from this, are there other abilities that you fear within yourself?
Hmm. I guess summoning a demon. I'm just
It's something
kidding.
you can do?
I don't recommend
I
that.
was
That's
kidding. I was
tricky.
kidding.
Oh,
Please no. I've already dealt with demons. I don't want to do another one.
I mean, I have the blood, but
Goodness, I
It's-
haven't done
it's
that in
tricky, and
200 years.
the translations, they get real finicky, and that's how they get you.
they teach you that in
well,
the village.
Honestly, the
Demons.
only other one I was afraid of at first, but I have already done it. It was that fey creature that would cause terror if you looked upon it.
That thing was cool. And
Is
it
that why we
helped.
couldn't look in the door corner? Is that
That's
you?
why I told you not to look at it.
Glad I listened. Yeah.
It is an evil creature,
Still
but a
remember
fey
her
creature.
screams. It's okay.
Well,
If it makes you feel any better, I have a spell that if I use it 2 times in one day, it will kill me.
I think he's reminding you about that too.
Well, anything
game
else you
on,
want to
Soul.
talk about?
Oh, Carp's gonna be talking to all of us tonight.
Oh yeah.
Are we in trouble?
In that like liquid palace thing that he has with the
You're actually
naturals.
going to find a way to come in contact with me.
Just meditate or trance. You'll get there.
And you can't take it off just for the night.
It's something to do with the both of us, to be honest.
Just take it off for the night. What's one
No.
night gonna kill?
Well, gods have to know how to be patient.
Not when it comes to
Our lives.
The fate
Yeah.
of the multiverses.
what?
What? fate of the world, our world only that we only know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renan suddenly
Ruvia,
just
and that's it.
slipping a cloth covered in an unknown substance over Saunders' mouth.
He knows too much.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know too much.
He's a variant. Get him.
Send him to the bastion.
For reprogramming. All right.
Sorry, I need
So-
to throw Sander into a window real quick.
All right. So, what are you doing?
Well, I'm glad we had this talk. I'm gonna head back to the festivities.
I am glad I was able to speak the truth finally.
And look, you possibly got a free meal out of it.
I'm excited to see how this may go.
And also this, Sol, I must say, you did not lie to us. You simply had not told us the truth yet. Let your heart lose its weight in that.
Not
Okay.
literally, he means, because I already know what's coming.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Renan. Thank you. Well, I will go to my room then and wait until we all have that weird dream and that is nowhere, but still real. The real dream.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, you go back to your room, settle in for the evening, and now it's like one of those things where, like, now that you've kind of, your heart has started to normalize from that conversation. So as you're like now kind of calm and in your own space, you feel the food coma starting to come over you as you are now getting kind of sleepy. You
All
are
that
getting
tryptophan.
sleepy.
Poppies.
Puppies will put them to sleep. Galil, you
ma'am.
are also gonna chill out for the rest of the evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Renan, what are you doing?
Foggiest, they don't have a room.
I mean, you could probably get one if you wanted one.
You also know that
You have a
Soul's
tab here.
room
There's a
is
tab
always
here, so-
available
Yeah.
for any snuggles, any and all.
At some point, Renan is going to trance, and so for trancing, he doesn't generally do that laying down because he is a little too close to actually going to sleep.
Yeah.
Leo's gonna like smother Renan under the.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
Rapey vibes, rapey vibes, rapey vibes!
What does
Where's
this
the
cloth
face
sound like
shoe?
to you?
It's just a pillow. It's fine.
Yeah,
Renan.
it's just a pillow. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Here,
Go
can
to
you smell
sleep.
this towel for me?
Okay, so Sonder, what are you doing? You're going back up to the festivities, in which Iskra and Ardrin, Iskra,
But-
you heard that their whole conversation, which may or may not have made concentrating on the music a little shaky.
I took the Spizmer route.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
At this
So-
point, both Iskra and Ardrin are covered in cat hair.
Yeah, you know, now that
Pretty
it's just
much.
the three of us, we don't really have to stick to dancing, do we?
If I do say so myself,
Actually,
I
I think
agree.
Need my little hands for this.
I've decided on what Renan is doing.
Okay, hold on. After some time has been spent dancing, do you actually say that, Iskra, or are you just
I
just
could say
joshing?
that.
It's up to you.
I could absolutely say that.
Now that I've taught you the
Nice.
two-step, I think it's time we three-step.
One hop this
You
time.
see, for probably the first time, Wind's tail twitches in that like playful cat way, but that also seems to signal a little bit of nerves. Not to say that you two haven't been the most precious and lovable and affectionate. And she brings like an arm around Iskra and an arm around Arjun and brings you like really, really close together. But I'm afraid I must go and retire myself. I have my own reporting to make to those powers that be. I am sure they would be very interested to know how this little brigade of yours truly are a wonder to behold, both in a active setting and perhaps in a little more private one as well. She like nuzzles her head against Iskra's, like the side of Iskra's face. Consider it a rain check. This will benefit
Without
you.
window at rain.
This will benefit you in the long run. An opportunity to have another point of view spoken to the body on your behalf. You have done a fair job of convincing me of your noble intentions. For people who came from outside of the city to now care about its survival so ardently is a miraculous oddity, especially in lands such as these. She looks between Iskra and Ardren. So, I will bid you two a good night. And I will slink away into the darkness this night.
You have a good night, darling.
She comes up to Ardren, places both hands on his cheeks, and kisses his nose.
Oh, those cheeks.
Turns to Iskra, puts an arm around her lower waist, pulls her in close, and like nuzzles her forehead to Iskra's forehead before she pulls back and have a pleasant evening. Slinks.
If I had the prerogative to follow you into the night, I would.
I wouldn't
But I'll
suggest
leave
it.
to it.
You'd get lost. And she winks.
In those eyes. No.
I'd give anything to be lost in your eyes.
Oh my god, I hate
Yo.
you,
I hope you
but I
appreciate
love
this,
you so
Arjun.
much. It would 100% be Arjun.
It would totally work too. Arjun is so charming.
She opens the
I
door,
hate it here.
looks over her shoulder one last time, and winks, and then closes it.
Then there are two.
I love you, Sunder. So I suppose then Arjun would probably fill Iskra in on the things that he had heard over his spy's murmur while Iskra had been playing about Soul's ability to locate somebody, the very important details of a all-you-can-eat buffet. And
Thank you. It was too hard to concentrate with this thing in.
Yeah, I was having a bit of trouble myself keeping up with her light feet, light paws. Trying to
Yeah.
concentrate on the conversation as well.
Seems like you did just fine.
You too. I couldn't tell when you had messed up.
messed up. Excuse me. I was exquisite.
You were exquisite. I couldn't tell when you had taken it out or felt, I guess, distracted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, we're on the same page. Reading from the same sheet of music, as it were.
Except
yes.
just
Hard.
clap
This
and
is
then
hard
bass
being
clap.
this is hard being Argent.
It's hard having that much charm, isn't it?
Just oozes right out of you.
Sandra, do you show up?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sonder, do you show
Oh
up
my
now with
God.
Ardrin there too?
Ooh.
Huh?
You should strike up a conversation with Archer and Sonder. This would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
There's our felon of a Genasi. How's Soul doing? He's okay. He's learning how to, I guess, control his powers. Well, hopefully some of those powers can help us along the way. I agree. How are you doing, Iskra?
Okay, Smeagol, stop.
Precious.
Do you want multiple personality disorder? Because that's how you get multiple personality.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah. Who am I? Who am I?
Just
All right.
guess. Guess one. I touch. No.
Not bad, Sonder. Want
Yeah, that was pretty
to
good.
play one more song together before we call it a night?
That's what
Sure.
they call it. A song.
Is Wind around?
When
She had to go.
Okay. Yeah, let's get together. Maybe some of our old stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's break out a Goats classic.
Yes. Star Crust. Star Crust.
all right. So
Yeah.
as you guys play some little tunes together, what is your plan for the evening, Sonder? What are you gonna say?
Mm,
Hecko.
I will say
I'll go back to my room.
bye. Okay. Well, so do you want a room here at the Salty Prince? I will say that at some point in the next couple of little bits, that Floria does return, and seeing everybody here, asks if anybody else needs accommodations here at the Prince, just to avoid having to go to other means, if you wish. Does everybody?
The,
How big
Go ahead.
is this room that Galil's in?
It's like a suite. It's a big one.
Okay.
I have the whole entire floor, just like Isra and Soul.
Yeah, it basically Soul has the biggest room, then it's Galil's, and then Iskra's on
And then
on
Iskra.
top. But it's still like a fairly good sized suite.
Okay. I just ask her for like extra blankets and pillows. I'm sleeping in here. Because I have stuff I have to tell you later. But yeah, I just ask. Oh, Galil. I mean, I'm still in the room. I never left.
Okay.
let's do
Because
this.
he's hashtag turn.
Yeah. All right, so you're staying there.
Down for what? No.
Just bring some bottles.
Oh, okay. Sure. I can do that.
I give her a wink, suggestively.
And by any chance, Monsieur, would you be able to take me to the baths? I heard that they were spectacular.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if anybody. I'll see if we have one of the late night masseuses if you want, or if you just want to take a bath, then you're more than welcome to.
Very seldomly do I let anyone touch my back. So just the bath.
Okay. Yeah, I can lead you down there, no problem. If you're ready now, I can take you.
Certainly.
Roll
Okay.
Blaze Fellow is down there again.
Sup? All right, so you go there. We'll say for the time being that Arjun will probably find a corner or get a room. we'll figure it out.
I
But
feel like
as-
Arjun would probably get a room.
probably.
Respectfully. Just that
Respect.
southern charm of, which is, get his own little room, not bother anyone.
Right. So as everybody kind of starts settling in for the evening, then we are going to go ahead and go on break as we settle in for the night and see where the night takes us.
It's dinner time.
It's dinner time. This rainy
It's
night
nights
of
in
Amrutlar. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in 10 minutes, so we'll see you at 9:01. Be right back. Meow. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show where we play D&D and do the things.
Hey, gang.
Just play cats. That's
Meow.
what we're doing.
Yeah,
Our
we're
DM
just-
plays a cat the whole time.
Meow,
No,
meow, meow, meow,
never
meow,
again.
meow,
You know
meow,
what?
meow,
It's
meow,
funny.
meow, meow,
There's
meow,
someone, some grand wizard out there in the middle of nowhere of Faerun did a wish spell because they were allergic to cats. And they're like, I wish I was never going to have to suffer from cat allergies again. And all cats and cat-like races were erased from existence. So no more wind.
No.
Then starts the new campaign to get wind back.
Exactly.
Must save wind. Oh no.
We need our
Campaign
flirty
two,
cat.
The quest for
Snap.
wind.
No.
You can't just break wind in front of us and expect us not to come after you.
Maybe like a save the
Cat
cheerleader
families.
kind of game.
Yeah, exactly. You have to keep. I don't know.
Oh, that makes me
Galil,
think
that
of
was
that
a bit
movie.
excessive.
But I'm a
Kitties.
cheerleader.
Oh my god. Okay. So
You know it's raining outside, Galil. That's pretty cruel of you.
It's rain and wind.
it is. It is pretty cruel. All right. I will
Trollage?
say.
Random kitty's appearance.
I
Did
will.
you say kitties or titties?
There's a
What?
cat in
Kit-
the hallway.
kit.
Oh,
No, this is not that kind of stream.
I said kitties.
Oh, okay. I
But-
I couldn't, and I was like, "Dang, Esker really went for it." Like,
So, oh, you're wearing the Soul Kitty shirt. Yeah. Woo. That was such a great. That was probably one of my
That's-
favorite shirts.
That's what happens. Soul accidentally transforms into wild shape in his sleep, and he turns into a cat, and that's how that happens.
Soul really enjoys being in cat form, especially when he gets all the pets.
So Galil.
Unless we forget to feed him. Sorry about Silvery Moon.
Then he gets all,
I gave him rations.
I've got him a plate.
and he like frowned upon it, like just gave you all the.
He's like, I can't eat this. I'm a freaking cat.
Just stares at me and meows.
What am I going to do with pancakes and cabbage? Or, I don't know.
So at the moment, as everyone is starting to settle in for the evening, Kindred and Galil, the room has been emptied, and you are there solo for now. The rain is still staying at this steady pace, and from the window, you hear.
To the walls.
Then channel my inner Aiden and cast Gust of Wind.
No.
What was that?
I honestly have no idea because windows are open. That's what Mike said.
Yep.
Okay, Mage Hand shut the door, just kind of like, oh, don't let all that diseased things. No.
Its hands come up.
Oh God, is it one of those? You remember those hand cats?
What are you talking about?
And where we killed him, and Sonder punched it to death, and it exploded.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, you ready for this? Take a deep breath because it's kind of fucked up. Ready?
I guess.
Okay. I just look at him and I'm like, okay,
Do I need a drink for this?
we're too late. It's there. Right in your lap is a image of a bald angry Egyptian cat looking like thing.
It's got hair, but it's just really short. It's not a fluffy cat. It's just a really short hair.
But its hands, instead of beans, it's got like fingers.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's disgusting. Like, picture Thonum's flying fucked up thing.
Oh,
But like-
Fleabag.
Yeah, but twice as bad
Like,
without the wings.
and with hands instead of
Yeah.
paws.
That thing. And it's just in your lap looking up at you.
Why you gotta be so rude, Kindred?
No. This is legit. Sandra punched it to death.
What the hell did y'all
Yes.
do?
No.
What in PETA do I need a kid?
No.
Well, I don't know what he was trying to do, if it was like action or reflex or what, but it turns out they're like spies for the watch. The watch, right?
Who's the watch?
Okay, the watch was part of the mutiny and the town that you rescued us from.
Oh, where all the
Yeah.
explosions were. Okay.
That thing. Look at
This-
the stream. That thing.
This thing.
He doesn't even
Oh,
catch
okay.
up.
No, I have it. It's in a different tab. I just had the D&D open.
This thing. I like that I labeled it yikes. Yeah, that one. Mom? Yes, so that.
Jim's mom.
Yeah, it could be one of those things. So let's shut the windows. And the cat disappears from your lap.
How do you know it's the same?
You want to take a chance and let one of those in?
I mean, it's a cat. Of course.
You just hear the cat from the outside. It's like now it's like sounds like there's two of them.
Oh god, they're multiplying. This is what they also did.
They did that too.
Okay.
Good.
I'll go look. Do I see one of the yikes?
You go peek out over the edge of the and you can see that like huddled on a little outcropping where there's like a little bit of an overhang from the rock. There are two little kittens. They're just like completely soaked. And one of them
Gust.
like comes up to the edge and like tries to paw up, like can't quite get that. I mean, it can't even get close to getting that high. But you see tiny little paws with four
Little
little
beans or like
yeah,
paws?
little beans. No hands.
Okay. I mold earth and give a mudslide and send him off. No. I'm sorry.
You're like three
Fuck with
stories
cats.
up. I don't fuck with cats.
Yep. God, I look at. Ugh. So, like, how far away are they?
Probably like 3 feet down from where you're at.
The whole time I'm just like begrudgingly doing this, and I'll mage hand and pick it up by the scruff of the neck, and like it's shut up. And I hover it in front of Galil. I'm like, do you want it or?
I mean, I could take it to the stables with.
Oh, for food? Okay. And it comes over and just kind of plops in your lap.
Wet.
Oh, there's
wet
one more. Whop.
What?
And I'll same thing with the other one. Pick it up and then. What color are they? Is it one a black cat?
Oh,
Maine
one is
Coon?
a black cat
I
with
would
like
definitely take a Maine Coon.
with little mittens, little white mittens, and the other one is like a gray cat with little stripes on it, and like a white patch
Oh,
on
it's
its
like
face.
it's like a almost an Oreo. The one I
Yeah,
plopped in
kind
your
of.
lap. And I'll look at the other one. I'm like, oh.
It looks at
Just
you, and you can just
hold
see its
still.
little paws just kind of like trembling.
I'll press the digitation and dry it, and it gets it all floofy. If these are spies, and you get us caught, I get to kill yours.
We're having a conversation when I get back.
Okay. So I like get some of the cheese and little bits and stuff that Galil's just has all over his room that he didn't pick up, and I just kind of like put a plate for the cat, get them taken care of. Okay, so
Are you, Adam? Are you or Galil? Are you gonna take them to go to the stables right now?
The stables.
Okay.
Yeah.
no, I have something to tell you before we have to go to sleep. Just let them be. They got food. They got water.
Okay. Wait, what do you want?
Okay, so I cracked the cipher, and I pull out one of the little pebbles again. I'm like, so what they?
Hold on.
I look at the cats.
I'm gonna put the cats over to the corner of the room, just in case. Silence on that side.
Wow. They're all. And then all of a sudden, you don't hear them because
You
they're
know,
just
okay,
like
now they look really
The
cute.
cats
because-
are like, ma, ma, ma.
Mom. Mommy.
it's okay. So they call this magicite, and it reacts differently to different types of magic. What?
The exploding rocks that we found.
Yes.
Huh. What else?
So, I did find out that, of course, the boom bitch is like trying to hoard it as much as she can, but she did send 2 shipments. One going to,
haven't sent them yet.
I
They
know,
haven't been
but
sent yet.
She's,
Planning to,
as
yes.
far as I know. So she's planning on sending one to Nethjet and another to. I can never say this word right. In character, I'm saying this. As many languages as I speak, I can't say this fucking word. Todos.
Chiraturos.
Territorios?
That one, yeah. Tortuga.
Tortuga. Okay.
God damn it, Taco.
The magic of friendship. Yep. All right. So then,
And
Well, I'm just saying, if we were wanting to leave, I mean, maybe we can take a shipment and send it back to somewhere where an excited little gnome can have her way with it, along with the cipher, so she just kill us all.
oh my
if
god.
it reacts to magic, the fastest way would have to be through a magic portal.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that cause it to react?
to find out. I don't think so, though.
Cindy.
I look at the cats. Are they still in the silence bowl?
If you put them in like a little blanket, they are currently like huddled and like
They're like burrito
together.
cats.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. Anyway, so there's that. But I wanted to ask your permission. This was kind of what I was going to use as a bargaining chip with the body of Isidoros if we got the chance.
Yeah. I mean, I would be down for it.
Okay. That's all I need to hear. And I like pull out, and I'm sure to you it looks like just nonsense, but like all these scribbles of like these are a bunch of her notes on what she's been doing in the fucking hammer. And I like pull out some shift some papers and I point to an illustration and it looks just like the things that we fought with the dogs in the sand. What are they?
The dogs.
Yeah, the
Nubian
sand,
things.
the Nubians, the sand elementals.
Yes.
Was I here for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
The caves.
Did they? Oh, the resonance got you, didn't it?
The
You
resonance.
were here for, or were you here for it?
trying to think. When was this?
We were in the tunnels.
Oh! Oh!
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't spray it as white
What
as all in
everyone's
my
been
face.
saying.
The ones where Non was trying to talk to.
Now it clicks.
Yes.
Okay,
Tunnels. What do
good.
you
Try
mean?
to keep up. And I like point to the illustration, and it's like exactly that. So she's been like working on these things, and it's like next level necromancy shit. She's building an army of undead,
Of undead?
Which we knew, but at least we kind of have an idea of what type of undead.
Fair. That's probably why I'm sensing a lot of undead everywhere I go. Here.
Makes sense. Tracks. So, yes. And then also, I did just kind of have one personal favor to ask. As I pull out the 2 letters that you gave me earlier. So I was gonna send the one to Tempest for free because we go way back.
Mm-hmm.
But I might have to pay for a big dinner soon. So can I have the 25 gold for the other one?
You. Why not?
Thank you.
25 gold, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm marking it off now.
Okay. That added, and then and so I kind of like shift all the papers back, put them back in. I still have to go over the stuff that Isra found for me, but I had a busy night, lots of studying. I let myself loose tonight. I was having fun, worth it. Treat myself. I found oh gosh, where was it? Remember I took Nefair's head?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I talked to her. Well, not talk
Through
to her.
the quill?
Yes,
Okay.
but it was like almost like I could hear her talking to me. She has such a distinct voice.
God damn you.
Is that so?
Yes. So I found out as I like shift through some notes in game. Where did that? Damn it. Nothing seems blah blah blah. Okay. So she was sent to guard the tunnels by Mistress Luthra herself, and she says it's because of something. She's doing it because of some sort of penance she has. So, what the hell? So it doesn't look like she's doing this of her complete own free will. Might be a stretch. That's what she told me. And
Like when she was alive or when she was undead?
I don't know, but we can find out more. I still have her head. But the big question, what I wanted to find out, because I thought maybe we'd get really lucky. She does not know anything about the graveyard, though, which is what I was hoping for. And as soon as I say that, I turn back and look at the cats. Are they still burritos?
They're both looking at you.
You're muted.
Dang it.
Wait, no,
Wow,
you're
you
just
are
delayed.
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 And I mean delayed.
Checking everything. Checking.
Worse than Twitch
Checking.
delay.
It might be
Hey, Godzilla, real quick.
Godzilla.
One of those fish that cause delays. A delay fish.
Is it still delayed?
It's a good thing.
Oh no.
Not for me.
The time is now 7:30.
Ooh,
Alright.
it is very delayed. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It was very delayed.
No, I'm getting
Yeah, it's all Aaron. So
it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, it just went to
Check
red.
the stream because last time it was good on stream.
Yeah, it's all red now.
No.
Well, can we just do it? Yeah, can we just do a light reset while we're figuring it out?
yeah, you probably should.
Hang in there, guys.
Hang in there, and then there's 2 cats on the line. Or on the windowsill.
It's the 2 cats and the burritos.
Yeah.
I'll be right back now.
I'm only 2 hours in. You might as well.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
He's always still late for me on Monday.
It still says everything else is going. It still says green. Is it?
I know we were supposed to get thunderstorms tonight, so that might be.
I don't
That
know.
would be the reason why.
Some interference.
Yeah, we're in a thunderstorm watch.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe for you
Yeah.
guys.
We're under
Because
the
right
watch.
now it looks like it's all working fine. But is it still like
It's
super
better,
delayed?
so
It's
Okay,
not
so
Robin's fault.
About Robin.
I mean it's not
Yeah.
bad like it was.
Yeah, it's not.
Alright, it's normalizing. It's still popping up red. I think Rumi started playing games. I just was
It's-
asking.
Just disconnect.
I know, right? It's fine. All right, so
Hold on a second here. So we can keep going though.
Renan, stop playing games.
no. Ron doesn't even move. All right, go for it.
So yeah, I told you about the fair. Okay, so yeah, she didn't know where the graveyard was, and that's what when I look at said graveyard, I look at the burrito cats. Are they still burritos?
Yeah, they're just staring at you, but they're in the corner.
Darkness. No.
Never really had an effect on you if these cats turned into burritos.
About that.
What?
That's why I asked him if he knew where Amaranth was.
Oh, thank you. That was the other thing. Why do you need to see her so bad?
I can probably get a vision of where she woke up.
And you just need to touch her?
Yes. But and it has to be her. I don't know if her past self would suffice it at the moment.
You want to find out?
I can't because I just used mine in the tunnels.
That didn't make it better.
Yeah, no. It takes a while for me to get that back.
I don't need to know this, okay? That what you do.
And at the moment, I'm kind of scared too.
Is it your first time?
Because of Strawberry.
Oh yeah, it's good.
That's why
So-
I had you contact Carp for me.
Is that why he's going to talk to us tonight?
Part of it, yeah.
Okay, I'll wait to ask questions about that. I didn't realize I did that much to that guy.
Kindred, you do know the effect of Strawberry, right?
Well, I've seen 2 different effects of it, apparently. What?
She knew what I was going through down in the abyss. And Carp, of all people, did not.
As in, she knew specific details, like she saw you there? Or
She-
she had a feeling that came from the abyss? Because those are 2 different things when it comes to...
Kind of both.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's why I'm scared to use some of my oracle powers at the moment.
Okay. Well, now we know.
I told Iskra if she notices anything bad when I'm using them, just take me out.
Okay.
Because I know that she can see it since she was also in Eloquent's mind.
Wait, Isker can see Strawberry?
I don't think that, but maybe she can pick up on the influence.
Sense it or something?
Kind of. Maybe. Hoping so.
Okay.
Gonna put my faith in her.
Well, you gotta have faith. I'm sorry. I'm
Thunder, yeah.
okay. Whew. Well, I know it's kind of a lot to unpack on you right now, and we need to sleep.
Yeah.
But I kind of don't want to sleep at the moment. Can I just? I'm staying here tonight. Can I just finish up some things before I send back to a tent?
Yeah. Do you remember the
Muffin Man?
armor's name in Silvery Moon?
The armorer.
The one that I placed
Barrel's
my
assistant?
Was that Barrel's assistant?
Vice?
No, not Vice. I'm talking about the one back in Silvery Moon.
Oh, in one of those little towns you got drunk with Renan with.
No, Silvery Moon.
Oh, Silvery Moon. I mean, I have a link there. I can find out. Why would he need?
I placed an order.
Good luck. I placed orders too.
Remember when last time we were there, I was supposed to pick it up. They were not open yet because we went there in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Can you ask Aelin if you can go pick it up for me?
I bet you they pawned it by now because you never came and picked it back up. But
No.
25 gold. I'm fucking with you. That's fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
No promises, but I'll ask him. Wait, did you give him your name or a fake name?
My name.
Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, they helped us reclaim it back.
I know, but you sometimes you do things.
Well, apparently giving out my name gives them power over me, apparently.
Yes, it does. So watch out for that.
Yeah, no, I've already experienced that down in the abyss.
So then what is... Okay, so I've always wanted to ask, what the fuck is with this mushroom that it makes us all go crazy for that you found in the abyss? Like, did someone hand it off and was like, here, have this? Or did you find it and pluck it?
I found it and plucked it. I was about to eat it.
Oh.
Yeah, starvation makes you do that.
Oh.
Especially after eating flesh.
The fuck?
Something you killed. How big of an empty space in the room do we have, Aaron?
It's probably a good 25, 30 feet across. It's a pretty sizable space.
Minor illusion, that thing that me and Rubrion attacked.
Okay.
But like a miniaturized version.
Yeah.
Because I can't really major image it.
Yeah. So this large, monstrous-looking beast appears in the room.
Do I know what it is?
I don't.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
I trying to remember what it was. I was like, I remember the thing, but I think it was just like a random beast. It wasn't.
It's a demon.
Yeah, it was a demon.
Yeah.
Just I can't remember which one.
Okay. Oh gosh, Sander.
I'll probably go back through the abyss and find out.
Let's not.
Well, I meant on Twitch. Adam will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it really did a number on you. And you ate his flesh?
I ate that flesh. Yeah.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, how should I do this? Hold on. What else can I do? Where is it? 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 Sure, you flicker bright and dim, harmless tremor. No, I can't do it. Okay.
Yeah. I studied things in the abyss. I speak the language.
Yeah,
But that's a fucked up place. Let me tell you.
When I was there, it felt like I was able to actually speak their language as well. The longer I was there.
Because it drives you mad.
Yeah. And it was fucking humid.
Well, it depends on which layer of the abyss you go to. Do you know?
The layer of the Demogorgon?
The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. I don't want to talk about this right now. Last time I brought it up, I kind of went mad a little bit. Aliquin was there. We're good. Let's go to sleep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go take the babies down.
Actually, leave them there. They look cute as burritos.
They're now asleep. They stopped staring at you.
I dispel silence.
One farts. No.
Tiny little kitty poot. All right. All right. So
I'll just work on the stuff Iskra found in the tunnels
okay.
for like an hour or so, and then I'll try to trance and talk to the carp.
Alrighty.
That time.
Galil,
Good night, guys.
Galil goes to bed. Kindred, you start doing your little work on the scrolls that you hadn't really looked over as much. And the thunder just kind of rolls gently. Occasionally, you'll see the little flashes that light up the distance in the some of the open windows, and you can see out into the city where the rain is pouring. Like, it has calmed down now. A couple hours later, occasionally you can still hear bouts of laughter, like cackle up from elsewhere in the city. But for the most part, it seems like a lot of the city is now kind of subdued and hanging in. Taking cover from the rain. As you are doing that, you get a cold feeling down your spine once again.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And as the thunder kind of keeps continuing to roll a little bit,
Garth?
you can almost hear what sounds like whispers into your mind. That feeling, that presence goes up your spine once again.
My student, I return to you.
Huge strawberry. Speak of the devil.
Not quite the devil, really. Are you happy to hear from me?
Just surprised, and to what do I owe this occasion?
Just checking in. How are you enjoying being back on the surface?
Kind of wet, but fun.
Delightful. I must say, I applaud your dedication to the pursuit of knowledge. What we did down in the darkness together was unfortunate, but as I hadn't had time to properly train you before, we did what we had to do.
Kindred, you look over at Galil, and Galil looks peacefully asleep.
The cats?
Asleep.
Okay. So,
You look outside at
What?
the rain.
oh god.
You swear on occasion with the little flashes, the rain looks like it's going upwards. Falling into the sky almost. Before you blink and you look again and the rain is definitely going down.
speaking of training, I do have to ask. I had wanted you to gather some things so we could begin training in earnest. Have you made any progress?
I gathered quite a few things. What was it you needed again?
I was trusting your senses to be able to identify them. Nothing has spoke to you.
You get a
Aaron?
cold chill down your spine. Mushroom. 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 Mushroom.
Well, I do have this one thing. I just. Did you want to see it?
Yes, why don't you show me?
I look at Galil. Sneak over to his bag. And I just grab the mushroom. And
I'm gonna stop you right there because the mushroom I did
Banishment!
say on
No.
stream was not on in my bag.
I thought you got it back from Soul.
I did, but I didn't put it in my bag.
You reach into the bag,
I-
like looking
I said
for.
it on stream too.
Yeah, you look for the mushroom, and you don't feel anything. Nothing catches your grasp. You feel your heart race a little bit more as you're like suddenly thinking, "Wait, it's supposed to be here. It's supposed
Protect
to be
magic.
here."
Is there a problem?
No, just an asshole being an asshole. I'm sure you've talked to him. You know how he is.
I get the sense he doesn't like me very much right now.
He's, as weird as it may seem, he's in his own way as cautious as I am.
Understandable. I had hoped with everything we'd been through that we'd be better friends.
He just has trust issues. He does that with everyone. The whole time I'm like looking for the mushroom with detect magic. Hopefully,
Where did you put it, Gilliel?
Radiant magic.
Huh?
Does radiant magic?
Does it
Slightly.
radiate magic? A little bit.
Yeah.
It glows
Damn
just a bit. Just a
I
bit.
put it in my white coat jacket pocket.
Okay.
ah,
Make.
Found
Well, yeah, that's fine. Do it.
just mage hand it out and bring it over to me.
Ah,
Damn it.
yes. That will do nicely. It will make a good ink. Of course, you understand we'll need to make a journal of sorts to record your training. We'll need the ink to write with, the materials to bind, paper.
Do the kitties wake me up?
Kitties. Nope. They're asleep.
Nope, I
Damn
eat those kitties.
No.
Damn it.
The cats, one of them kind of stirs open and like looks up at you with sleepy eyes as you walk about the room, but it goes back to sleep.
With proper training, you and I won't need direct contact like we did with that guard, and the side effects shouldn't be so unfortunate.
So one last question then. What is it that you did to him?
We needed answers quickly, so I had to probe his mind. Unfortunately, the link between you and I was still not very strong. I didn't know him at all. Given the time available, it was more of a brute force approach. Not my favorite.
So I understand that sometimes we have to do things we don't want. But if you ever try to do this to one of my friends, I'll find a way to track you down and banish you.
Oh, my student, I love your friends as much as you do.
I'll remember that. But can't wait to make some ink.
Excellent. You will need more ingredients, of course. Just when the feeling strikes, don't resist.
Understood.
I am excited to train together.
I'm hesitant to say I do too, but I am.
Good, very good.
So when
Oh.
you say that, and as you admit it,
I did introduce myself as Strawberry to someone new.
So
I quite
name's
like the
sticking.
name.
I like it too. Nobody suspects the strawberry.
oh my god. As you admit to that, and Strawberry replies, there's that giddy sort of excitement that crawls through your skin. That feeling of like,
Night before Christmas.
yeah, I don't know. It's like trying to think of a good way of like explaining it, but it's like that super excitement where you're just like, you feel like you could burst. And it was like that admission of like, kind of, you actually are a little excited about seeing where this goes. And then that feeling starts to fade. Slightly, slowly, lingering, as if trying to see if there is anything more before finally slipping away. And you watch the rain as it for a moment, like, again, seems to fall slow before continuing to fall once again. And at that moment when it finally falls, that feeling is gone. The connection, for the moment, paused. That's like one of my favorite songs for this, though. It's so good. All right. So, as you are asleep, you occasionally hear the sounds of the rain and the thunder that rolls across the outsides of the space. And it soothes you into a feeling of sleep despite the worry that has been crossing through your head. And the rain fades away, leaving only the gentle crackle of fire. There was no fireplace per se in your room, but still you feel like you can hear the crackling and the burning. You awaken finding yourself upright. There in a sea of stars. It's a peaceful place, and then you kind of get excited because you remember this the one time that you've kind of been here before. And you look around, and there's that burning ring of fire that kind of goes around in a circle around you. It kind of just starts lighting up. You heard it first before you saw it. It burns around. And then the figure of a young man appears before you, dressed in blacks and golds, somewhat curled and long, getting longer hair falling around his face. He's got a little bit of stubble to him now. He's looking like he's aged some since the last you'd seen him, but
No, he's not.
not by a lot, just a little. Well, no, my child's not growing up.
Nope, he's my little boy. No.
So, are you here?
Yeah. Hi. I am here again. Remind me, the floor is all like Sea of
It's
Stars
like
thing
it's
too, right?
it's like a black mirror, almost mirror surface. You can almost it's like you're stepping on water. You've seen Stranger Things, right? So you know when the
Yeah.
Eleven's in like that like her inner space and it's like walking on water, but it's not quite reflective, but it kind of is a little bit. It's kind of like this. It's almost like you're stepping on a dull mirror, and it kind of ripples
Yeah,
out.
Soul thinks it's so fascinating, so he's like jumping
And-
up and down, like testing it and poking at it and stuff.
Would you prefer something that different?
Oh no, I like it here.
I have of everyone that is out there. Don't take this the wrong way, but I know that you will tell me the truth. And even if you do not, I know I will be able to tell when you are telling a lie.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
How is everything going?
Ugh. I don't like this town that we are in. People are. They have the what they call the brainwashing, and there are undead and liches in control here. And also, there is a fire genasi that is trying to fight Sonda as well.
You see him kind of like his eyes narrow a little bit. You swear you see little bursts of flame come from the corner of his eyes. Just a little. He seems to like puff up and stand taller. I had not heard that. But that is good to know. I suppose I should be more specific. How are Galil and Kindred?
Well, they are, well, Kindred specifically has been really taken by a type of mushroom. I think Galil had it first, and then Kindred had it, and then Sonder took it and gave it to me, but then we gave it back to Galil. And it is not something from my world.
Is this something that came from another place, would you say?
Yes.
He looks over off to his right. And back over at you. Closes his eyes. Concentrates. Sonder. You awaken from your slumber in this same space. Iskra awakens on the other side of Soul. Also in this space. You see Afriel put his hands out. Sorry for disturbing your sleep. I will let you return to your slumbers soon.
It would be
So
the
goes
same.
and like starts poking at Sonder and Iskra to see if he can get them here.
Your hands go through them the same way that it goes. Your feet seem to bounce to the ground a little bit, but you, Iskra and Sonder, see yourselves in this vast field of stars, standing in this black orb that seems to radiate fire at the very edges of it, keeping you from nothing. I don't remember. Has Iskra's been in here before, hasn't she?
Yes, one time.
One time.
So,
It is good to see you both once again.
you as well. Iskra, so.
I had been dreaming I was back home, but I don't mind a chat.
You said that we will return to our slumber. Will it be the same dream?
Do you want it to be?
It was a nightmare.
Then I will try and set you on a better path when you return. I wanted to ask you both, how do you feel that Kindred and Galil are doing? I have been made aware that there are complications that have arisen in your mission.
There's a creature that plagues their mind. They've spoken to us about it. Galil has. At least. For
Is that a chew toy?
he's trying to stay away from it.
I think your nightmare is leaking through.
It's coming! Not the true toy!
When did Oreo get pulled into this particular dream space?
Sonder dreamed that he was Tiamat's chew toy. It was just like this large rubber cage.
Not again! Quite a song there, buddy. Good job. Okay. I had to confront Galil about it because he raised a fireball at Iskra when we were down below. Apparently, he saw her as a different form. In this dream state, we're allowed to basically do like minor illusion, right?
Yeah, kind of. You have done it before.
He said it looks something like this. And then I'll like from the ground up give the visage of Iskra, or like that thing that
Was described. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
He
would be the
did
first.
You did like a thing of her face when we were talking,
Yeah.
so I'll try to do that.
Iskra. This would be the first time that you have seen this image, right?
Yes.
Mm.
So you see the
This is what
apparition.
Galil saw when he pointed the hand at you.
Make a history check for me, Iskra.
I think that's the first time Sol has seen it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Usually don't do super great on these sorts of checks, but I rolled very high, so that is going to be a 21.
Both Galil and Kindred saw this. I want to believe that they are staying away from this creature. We took the mushroom away.
They have it
But-
again.
Yeah, we had to give that back for whatever reason Galil needed it. So
So they have a second Iskra talking to them in their head.
I'm not sure that it's Iskra per se, but
Iskra.
whatever this thing is affecting their visions.
Iskra, this brings chills to your spine. You have seen what the Simic can do at the higher levels. You have seen the possibilities between mutations of a humanoid and when the Simic combines it with other things. The design is impeccably specific.
I instinctively reach up and touch my neck.
This is something that would require multiple procedures, but has been possible for the higher ranking members within the guilds. And you haven't seen anything like this outside of your home. Not in many.
I know this face, not exactly, but where it would come from.
What do you mean?
This is a hybrid, an advanced one, someone who's totally dedicated themselves to Simic ideals. My guild, where I come from.
Oh.
And not just any ideals, adaptationists.
Curious.
Are you such a person yourself?
I was at one time.
So this form would not please you.
I could see myself having done this once.
I don't think I understand at all.
Perhaps Galil had the vision of a possible future. But the thing is, Kindred also saw this. So, not sure. Did we get told that its name was Strawberry? That they were naming it Strawberry?
I didn't.
No?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think we were.
I thought I remember someone bringing it up in the tunnel.
I don't remember.
The name?
Yeah,
No, no.
but maybe that
called
wasn't.
Yeah, no, I called it a higher power when Arjun called me out on it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Maybe it was just out of character. Someone said it.
Yeah. Afriel.
Whoever this is, my path has since diverged.
Depending on what it is that is afflicting those two, that might make sense. I don't know a lot about what paths have been chosen. And there's a lot that I'm still learning about places and planes beyond this one. I would like to say that this is just a mere coincidence, but with the things that have happened before with Alcuin, when you were all here on Atet, and your connection with him, and then the time that Galil has spent in the Abyss, it cannot all be that much of a coincidence. And now with Alcuin, he stops. I am going to bring the other two in. We will discuss whatever we are going to do next. I have things that I need to tell them all.
Wait, Eloquin, is he okay?
You can see him struggle to form words. He is alive. There's that. He gestures to his right, and a human woman appears, dressed in similar clothing to his. Gestures to his left, and a elven woman appears, also dressed in similar clothing. Closes his eyes and focuses. And Galil and Kindred, you both appear on this outer edges of this little lineup that you guys are in. Renan, do you have your head? Oh, you answered. Okay, so you also. It's like I said to him, do you have your head?
Do
you have your head at? So then you also appear in this space, this large circular sphere, or it's not even a sphere, it's a circle that you are standing on in the midst of an astral sea with flames that wreath all around it, and you see Afriel standing now on a slightly raised section of flooring, just so he can stand a little taller. And at his left and his right, that's you, stinking astral seas. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Sander?
Does this place remind me of the Mind Palace that me and Fume fought? Like the
not quite.
like the
Energy.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of this odd dream space place. So it feels real, but it also feels not real. I don't know how to just describe it besides that. But it doesn't have the same feeling as whenever you were with Fume.
Okay.
You just hear it go like bleed off in the distance.
The astral sea.
God damn it. I hate everything.
No,
This is
let's go
This
see.
is the place that you all were talking about.
Welcome, Renan.
Yes. Your family here.
This is a meeting place that I've created whenever I'm far enough away from everyone that we cannot meet in person.
I've been to a place like this, though different in many ways.
You see him gesture to the human woman to his side. This is Morim and Drshak, to the elven woman. They are guides of mine. Aides, if you will, that have been helping me with maintaining certain new powers that I have. You already know of Korith. And he glances over his shoulder, and you see the guard that stands a few feet to the back, faintly appearing with that same dog-like helmet that covers his head. How goes your mission so far? I understand that Amrutlar has possessed a challenge.
Oh yeah.
It's many of those.
Have you learned anything of the location of the graveyard?
Not yet.
So you said we're both there now?
Yeah, everyone's.
Oh, sorry. I
everyone's
was writing
present.
down Mormon Love Shack.
Oh, Love Shack.
Okay. Well, theories, but no concrete evidence.
We've definitely stumbled upon some dangers, though. Things that could be bad for the rebellion if they were propagated outside of Amrutlar.
make them a threat, if nothing new, but a disastrous one at that.
Something in the fortress here is pacifying people every night. The only way to get away from it is to be deep underground or in the right type of structure.
They call it the residence.
The brainwashing.
Luckily, we have been able to make friends with the body of Isidorus, the Thieves Guild here, and our friend Princess let us in on a place that blocks these abilities, the Salty Prince. So we're safe.
And I can
Though-
dispel the evil, but that does not mean that I am immune to it myself.
I have already experienced it before, succumbed to it. Sonder helped break me out.
I see.
The higher power that Galil has talked about helped Fanch get back to where she needed to be. She was also susceptible. She became susceptible to the thing.
I'm not going to pretend that I know who Fanch is, but I am glad that all turned out well.
She kind of grows on you. You give her a bit. She kind of grew up alone on Hidden Valley, all by herself.
The higher power or Finch?
Fanch.
What's more, there's an explosives project. I think Kindred's probably the best one to tell you the details.
Yes. I'm going to be sending a shipment and a report back to you soon to fill you in on all the fine details of everything. But yes. Cliff Note version for now. It seems that the remnants of my civilization, after the spell plague and the cities crashed, all that pent up magic had to go somewhere, and it went into the earth. And they call it magicite. It has particular properties depending on what magic you use on it.
All right. I will expect the arrival of this package, I suppose. I wanted to see you all. Things are beginning to pick up the pace as we have a army that is soon to be moving against Baldur's Gate. A small insurgent force that hopefully, with the proper timing and the same practice that was used in Silvery Moon, will be able to retake Baldur's Gate. The moment the Empire believes that we are spread up amongst the north, their forces are reflecting as such, strengthening the borders around Neverwinter and Luskan and other cities.
So is this something we need to come back for, or
No. Just
okay?
something to keep in mind, that this mission of yours is of great importance, and that some of the success hinges on the destruction of this graveyard. The problem that you are facing in Amrutlar with these explosives and this object that is wiping minds or altering their memories. Do you require assistance?
Not brute force, as we're complicated, but we're in a ceasefire at the moment with the body. But I mean, I have Hibby back in Silvery Moon. We need knowledge.
Knowledge.
And I know they kind of fucked us on that at the college, but we need knowledge and information because
It's a way of moving quieter or more undetectable than we are already.
I will say as well that if things do not go well here, and we ourselves, I don't think, can handle everything on our own if it comes to a full-on battle with the liches.
Then avoid battle then. We do not have anyone that can get to you as quickly. But these problems in Amrutlar can be dealt with in time.
The
We
body
have-
of Isidoros. Sir.
Training with the 12 has begun. Now that we have all of them, they are learning more about their inherent divinity. That's why people like Jashak and Morim have come. They are clerics and priests of various deities, and they are training them to commune, I suppose. And all of us as a... Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to immediately give them like an up and down. And they have any iconography of what gods they are from?
No. If anything, they look to be wearing similar clothes to Afriel. If need be, the problems of Amrutlar can be dealt with. Quietly. Do so. But our movements are escalating, and the more power that we gain, the more of a target is painted on the backs of a Tet. The longer that we lose time, the higher the opportunity that the Empire will find us. And while I have no doubts that we can repel any sort of invasion that the Empire might throw at us, we don't want to give them the opportunity to get an upper hand. If for the moment you are shadows under the Empire's foot, do what you can to remain as such until you find what you are looking for. The lives of those people in Baldur's Gate could count on it.
Our next steps.
Go ahead, sorry.
Our next steps are to vanquish Fion, then head to Tiratoros for more intel. If we are to remain in the shadows, I think that's the best bet.
I still don't know if I like heading straight towards the last known location of a lich who deals in divination.
Yeah.
Amrutlar is there. Amrutlar. Amaranth is there.
Amaranth.
Amaranth,
Well,
possibly.
it's the most likely location that she will be. But
Closes
who's leading
his
the charge
eyes.
at Baldur's, or who's leading the defense at Baldur's Gate?
He closes his eyes for a moment, and the stars you see shift and move above you, become darker and more shadowed. He opens his eyes, and now his eyes burn with fire. Before he closes them again, and they open as normal. I can shield you for a short amount of time. Anything deeper than casual observation I cannot shield you from. But for the time being, a casual glancing eye will keep you from Amaranth's gaze. For the time
Sure.
being.
Your power has grown to this.
It is continuing to grow. But I'm,
That's
He
incredible.
has. He's molded
I'm
from us.
I'm afraid it won't be enough.
Leveled up.
Your stories match many that I have heard from multiple spies that we have across Thay. They are getting more and more powerful, gaining magics and devices that we have never seen before.
Some of us have never seen before.
Is there anyone on the inside
Us.
that you've been able to contact?
You are the only ones that the deep in Thay that I have specifically. Everything else has been spy networks, messages passed down. Concentrating on these many minds is a burden, so I will let some of you rest. But please,
Real quick, do you
Yes.
guys think that this will help me if I do that spell now?
what spell?
I'd still wait.
I am able to locate someone within 1,000 feet of me if I need to.
It can be useful in the right situation.
I was just worried that if I find them, that means they could also find me. I don't know.
Perhaps. But it should shield you for the time being. Please, my friends, rest well. And he moves his hand across, and Sol, Sonder, Renan, Iskra disappear,
We get
leaving
sent to the principal's office.
leaving Galil and God, I was gonna say Iskra, Galil and Kindred behind.
Hey, I'm back.
Before I
Hi, guys.
disappear, I want to say, make sure to take care of yourself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, well, you don't get to see the slight smirk that goes across his face as those were like Sandra's last words as he disappears. The two priests on either side of Afriel vanish, and it is now you three.
I look at Galil like, oh, we real in trouble now.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So, you are worried about something you said?
Voice that apparently me and Kindred can hear. Knew of what she knew of what was happening to me exactly in the abyss.
He like just watches.
And also the last time I had a vision, she was able to see it after piece by piece. But she said our connection wasn't strong enough yet.
His eyes narrow. He looks over to his right again. Shimmering from nothing. A woman figure clad in robes and a veil covering a horned head appears.
Is this, oh, one of those sisters.
tell me more about this voice that you have heard.
And I cast Thaumaturgy to the voice,
Okay.
but I want to play the same voice that I heard when I was having the vision to in the tunnels.
A Brayley?
Moonblood.
The veiled figure like cocks her head to the side, and you can see these long jeweled nails that just kind of like steeple. And she's like seems to listen to its tone.
I'm just gonna put it on repeat.
She casts her own, and like someone who takes a sound, she twists the audio. It slows and warps itself, speeding up, resonating deep and vibrating the space until you can see the watery surface that reflects on the ground around you just kind of like shake out from it. And it resembles something of a deep lion-like roar before she reverts it back. And she just almost like she moves her hands back and forth. You can see it you can almost imagine the reaction to her twisting knobs. Basically, it's the way like she kind of like tries to find just the right pitch and frequency.
Curious. It is not a voice that I'm familiar with, but it does carry a familiarity to it. How do you feel?
She points over at Galil.
At the moment, okay.
She takes a couple steps closer. She keeps his hand like out as she like points this one long nailed finger at you, and the other one like is back in this like weird crooked looking stance where she just kind of walks towards you and stops like 4 feet from you. Her hand's about 4 foot from away from you, but she just kind of points and just kind of wiggles her fingers back and forth.
I am kind of scared to use any of my Oracle abilities.
Oracle?
That's why I had Kindred message you.
You are an oracle of the child god. Curious. And you?
She looks over at Kindred. Her head like
Just been like
moves
studying all of this.
moves in this odd way now where you almost swear that you can see it like how do I say?
Dislocate.
It kind of shifts, like almost like lag. It just kind of like, well, she'll be there looking at you. And then it just kind of moves and catches up with itself as it kind of goes back and forth. And is very very much disarming a little bit as she does that.
Sister dubstep, very much.
Yep.
I've had conversations as well.
And what connections do you have with the godchild?
Well, we both love knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And this being seems very... I like want to look her up and down again because I don't completely trust her, but then I look at Carp. It may be an enemy of my enemy. Could be a possible ally situation for...
Yes. Go on.
more or less, she seems keen on helping us find the graveyard. But not only that, she's also seems keen at pointing us in the right direction to teach us how to deal with the graveyard once it's found. Not doing it for us, but pointing us in the right direction from time to time.
It's funny every time that you like gesture and point somewhere. You see
I'm
this
almost,
woman.
like, mocking her.
This woman's. Well, no, this woman's follows your fingers, like looking where you point. In every direction. When you look past her shoulder, over up at Afriel, she turns her head to look up at him and looks back over at you. And just seems to be studying you, like a predator watches its prey. Every little move seems to catch her interest, and she follows your every body movement, every thing that you seem to be doing, whether you are conscious of it or not. She seems to be taking it in. And even though you can't see her eyes or where they are looking, her head moves.
I know she's just
in a
staring
way.
right
She's
at me.
just looking at everything you do.
See the stick?
Get this thing.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
The baby cats appear.
But I catch this because I've been trying to study her just as much, but she's better at it than me. I don't want to admit that. And I'm just, yeah.
It makes sense.
So-
Yes.
You want to tell us more? That
No,
way we get a heads up?
I don't think so.
I kind of look at Carp like, really?
I'm curious to see where this path leads. It seems you have picked up a visitor. Perhaps one that could be, as you say, an enemy of an enemy. It is a common phrase that we use amongst the followers.
Well, the
She
translations
turns her
don't
head.
quite get it, but I know what you mean. They say it all the time.
She turns and like walks closer to Afriel, raises a hand as if she's like whispering something to him. Turns over her shoulders, looks at you, and then bows.
Oh, wait. Before you leave, no, look at Galil. Really, her? I'm gonna be sending you something.
Me? I await whatever it is that you wish to send.
Are you on this plane or another? I'm looking at Galil like, really?
See you soon.
She
hope
vanishes, whoosh, just dissolving in a strange way that, like, unlike anything that the others had simply, like, misted away, she tears apart into strands of ink that then, like, fizzle and fade.
Ooh,
I just realized something.
don't say it yet.
Yeah.
This ink, is it like when I saw the visions of inky stuff from this fucking mushroom? Is it similar?
Pretty
in that-
similar.
Oh god.
Afriel, like, was just been watches you two as you kind of squirm and look at each other.
We're in trouble.
Possibly.
Oh, better do this then.
Wait, do
I'll-
what?
I'll conjure up the letter for Aliquin to give to
Okay.
him.
He takes it.
And time out on this thing, I forgot. My fourth letter was with the mushroom, so Kindred would have seen it.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
that one.
but he was searching for the mushroom. I don't think he was like.
Okay, well,
I mage
just letting
hand
you
it,
know.
so yeah. I didn't see it yet, unless it was magic letter.
No,
No,
that was just
it was
regular.
fine.
Okay.
But you see Afriel just kind of like looking at you both. Doesn't say anything. Please be careful with what you are doing.
I'm trying. But Sonder wants to punch Fanch, a fume.
Isn't that the idea?
That's all he wants to do.
He wants to redeem her. I don't think it's possible, but he's surprised me before. And he keeps talking about a mind palace. Is it like this?
This is something rather unique to my own design. I
He
think
said he
whatever
spoke to Tiamat.
whatever he was about to say stopped. Oh, all right. Well, thank you guys for hanging
Don't
out tonight.
thank him. Mm-mm.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight.
Ewan, I need to speak with you before we log off.
Good episode.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh my god.
That was a
That
fucking
actually
roller
got me at
coaster.
the end.
Like all of us are a little bit like, oh wow, no,
Oh.
not this poor soul that we'd never met before and really probably didn't like in the first place, but still.
Yo, I care
Well,
about this. This is
Yeah.
intense.
It's the fact
Yeah.
that he had him executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Carp making
And-
power moves against me.
He could have just talked to his brother.
Done
what,
fucked up.
Maybe a
Done
month
fucked
ago.
up.
How long ago was it that you had talked to your brother? You had contacted him.
Yeah, we spoke
And
to
that
each
was
other
it. Yeah.
through Carp.
He had literally
saw
just
him in
found out
person.
about everything.
Mhm.
What?
Well,
That's
I
some
first
Game
found
of
out.
Thrones shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I first found
Lannistus
out about
and
him when we
gods.
met Amaranth.
Mhm.
That's true.
No, actually,
You found out through the vision.
yes. When I raised a tet, confirmed it.
Yeah. That was forever ago.
is
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, that's back in 2020. Think about that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So long ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff's about to happen. A lot of
The
stuff.
tet's
A
about
lot
to
of
go
stuff. Ted's good.
That
I'm yelling
little girl in front of the
timber.
burning house. Mhm.
Hey, that's only if Kindred finds out.
It's
I
true.
got strawberries. Let's just send you a
I'm in
little
a dummy
edible
plane.
arrangements.
Filled with strawberries.
Oh.
Oh no.
I
Nobody
just got
suspects a
altered- hey.
strawberry.
I just got altered mind.
Oh my god.
Oh, magic! That's my specialty.
With the mind?
Yes, well, dispelling magic. I can tear down that shit.
Afro might need that new personal guard now.
I
Maybe.
put you up, I can take you down.
Wow.
It's
Alrighty,
a good thing
guys.
we're having this conversation next
Goodness
episode.
gracious, great balls of fire or discs of fire, whatever you want to.
We got a fun way to start off next week.
Oh my goodness.
And what's
Is Caleb's backstory fun to you?
and just so that we're clear, Arjun was definitely there at the end. I remember now that this is makes the second or third time when he's like,
no.
I never get invited. But Arjun, you definitely were there in spirit, and I know that there would have definitely been a little more interaction with you there. But we'll get to that next week.
You
I
guys
will enjoy you
sideswiped
watching
with the
this
win.
episode, Arjun.
Stay
I'm
till the
Arjun.
end.
Nice
Anyway.
place you got here.
Nice place you got here. Good job, Sander, for being our Ardrin double. Thank you for that. In other news, we will see you tomorrow night for Grouch Couch, and then next week for Starcrossed, and
More of this.
this.
Oh yes. Oh
This
yes.
we
is
pick-
the days
or
of
we-
our lives.
Or we pick up
Can it
on the
be
drama.
Tuesday?
Yeah, is it Tuesday already?
like right now?
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.